What we doing, bro?
Getting to it.
Another episode.
Ooh.
Table of Consequence.
Yeah.
You already
We
know,
in the
bro.
lab, we putting the content out. That's what they said, bro. They say keep putting the content out. They don't know this like everlasting.
Yeah, I went to that Wallow John. He gave up a free seminar on doing podcasts. You know what I mean? I put my little thing to the side and I went down there, man, and it was just like get started. That was it. It wasn't no special way or none of that. It was just like just get started and put content out. That's all they kept saying.
Yeah, well, you know, for me looking from the outside in, this is what I get from, you know, even when I watch their podcast, I get that they just being themselves.
Right.
And is attractive to the audience because somebody's trying to listen to somebody.
Right, for sure.
So why not let them listen to us?
You better know.
And shout out to Willie, Wallow and Gilly. They doing their thing. I know both of them, grew up with both of them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so it's great to see that they paving the way.
Man, Lowe was in the penitentiary. He was one of them rap, like he really could rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was on B yard, I was on A yard.
Yeah.
He used to rap through the gates and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was something to do back then, Camp Hill. They had us in the yard looking like a bunch of cattle when you drove by.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what it is.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. Man, Gilly share a baby mom.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got babies by the same baby mom. Yeah.
I ain't never know that.
Yeah, you know it now.
Damn, I know a lot of shit. I ain't know that
one. Yeah. We touched the same piece of your baby at one time.
I'm sure y'all tested plenty of, you know what I mean? But
I'm quite sure. I believe he married. He's a married man, ain't he?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. I'm a married, so.
Yeah,
I ain't on that. But yeah, we, you know.
Yeah, that was back then.
Yeah,
bro.
got some offspring out the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah, out the same, I'm saying.
Out the same yams.
Yeah, out the same to JJ.
That happens is Philly is small.
Yeah, Philly.
If you don't know Philly, then Philly don't know you.
For sure.
I don't know what you doing out there. You playing
I ain't
games.
gonna lie, Philly's super small when you shaking and moving.
You playing games if they don't know you.
Yeah, for sure.
They know me in some of them salons. I'm on my mind, but
you used to lie talk, bro.
I might be. I don't know what I am now, but
man, that was then. This now, man. We got gray hair now.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing.
No,
you know what the gray do for me?
What it do for you, bro?
Keep the young girls off me.
Ooh.
To an extent.
Right.
Yeah. But it tells the young girls no STDs.
Right. And they let them know.
No, always serious.
No, always serious.
Yeah, that mean that checkup gotta be on checkup.
You
ain't got that box checked up. Don't check up.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? We gotta get to the, you know what I mean, the money part now, though.
Let's get it.
Yeah, shout out to Flex Fitness. Shout out to Yo High Helping Hands. Yeah, that Self-Preparatory Academy. That thing now open.
Dang.
Everything on spin. You know what I mean? Everything legitimized. The ink is definitely dry now.
That's dope.
You know,
congratulations.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can enroll their children. And also, you know, shout out to that Wash Bar out West Philly. I mean, if you spinning down 52nd Street and you get to like Haverford, or you know what I mean? If you coming from like Parkside Way, all you gotta do is look to your left. You're gonna see that shit gonna be lit right up.
Yes, it
Boom,
is.
Wash Bar.
Sky blue sign. You can't miss it.
Smack dead in your face. But if you coming from that Market Street, you're gonna have to, you know what I mean, do
bang
like this a little bit. You know what I mean? You're gonna
just bang the right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stretch your neck a little bit and look over. That thing gonna be right there. You pull up, you know what I'm saying? But and shout out to Signature Films, man. Boy Chemo. You know what I mean? He got us laced. Matter of fact, pass me that John little bro.
You know, I had chemo out of the Mega Fit Camp.
Oh, yeah?
Yesterday,
yeah. Oh, yeah, we should, yeah.
I can't wait to see what this invoice looks like.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just was on Instagram, and I seen Youngin put up a video. And I'm like, how the fuck I get in a music video? I don't even know how I got in a music video. Nobody asked me consent or nothing.
Where Youngin?
Damage.
Oh, I ain't know he had
Young Damage had a music video out there. I seen him bopping, but I never thought, like, you know what I mean?
He need a consent from you?
No, I ain't getting no consent.
Do he need? I'm asking you because I might be
I can't
in the manager seat
no,
again.
But I ain't gonna
Do we need a?
I'm gonna watch my answer right now. Cause he might get super big. I gotta watch it. I ain't go. You know what I mean?
No, stand on business now. Cause I heard you say.
But shout out to Young Damage,
No, he
man.
heavy,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie, man. Youngin can rap his
No, he can
ass
rap.
off,
He can
bro.
rap, yeah.
You could just tell him rap about that great floor.
And he'll go
He'll
right
go right at the great floor like an
yeah,
animal,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like no, he can.
He definitely talented.
Yeah, he talented, man.
Yeah,
And it's crazy, man. It's this that shit just so political. But you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is keep putting out content. He gonna get his turn.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no doubt.
What we doing though? What we got?
Oh man, I'm gonna get this. My sons, they shine. You know what I mean, and keep them in the lights. You know what I mean.
Right.
That way the world never forget about them.
Right.
If I got a platform, I'm always gonna say their names. So the world will know them by name. To my left, I got my son, Gerald Stewart, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence at the age of 23. And right next to him, I got my nephew, Omar Vasquez, who passed away in Philadelphia from a car accident. He was passed away at the age of 18. And then my son right next to him, to my left, is Mookman Jenkins with the red bow tie. A lot of people say he's like my twin. He died from gun violence as well at the age of 18. And right next to him is my son, Montrell Stewart, who died also in Philadelphia at the age of 26. Table of consequence, man. What's good?
Yeah, consequences, man. Yeah.
For some reason, my chest feels super heavy today saying that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm in a grievance moment right now.
Yeah.
And normally I grieve about my sons like when I'm like offline, off air, just like in the comfort of my own home. Or maybe in the gym when ain't clients is there and not like that. I always be reflecting on how life was until it led up to that point. You know what I mean? So, but I feel heavy today. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And I ain't even gonna try to play doctor. I'm gonna just go ahead and, I'm gonna just be here to support you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes we be having sometimes like we might have people around us and they be trying to and they don't mean no harm or nothing, but they be trying to find the words to say. And sometimes the best words is just don't say anything.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, they be saying all the wrong shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. No, because it's not like, when people be grieving, people not grieving, just to hear, some things that's understood already. Because if you that close to me, then I understand you got my back. You know what I mean? I just need you to let me do me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, that's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for no obligations out of nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And my loved ones are close. So, what's understood will never gotta be said. You know what I mean? And the people need to understand that when they normally saying it, it's like it's like falsified. It's like a saying you faking it to make it.
Right.
And you already made it. You know what I mean? If you get to see somebody at their grieving moment, you made it already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let them go ahead and grieve. And then if you want to double back, maybe do something, out of the kindness of your heart, maybe, bring them maybe something that, that they can
just give them a hug or
yeah,
something.
honor them in memory or something like that. It might be a photo or
right. Or the next time you see him, give him a tight joint like,
keep
man, I wanted to give you this before.
Simple. Yeah.
I wanted to give you this joint before, but I just wanted you to do you in that moment. So I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of people need time to grieve.
Right.
Oh, no doubt.
And you don't want to keep being reminded of the situation. I'm the same way if I go through something. I don't want somebody, everybody come, I'm sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. I'm trying to grieve in my own way and like my own peace. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I don't wish that on nobody. I don't think it's going to ever be a time where I stop grieving about, the tragedy of them. Yeah. But I'm here today. I'm happy about that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm happy to, like I said, put their names in lights and whatever I got going on. The bigger the moment, the bigger the lights.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But then I heard you say something, you know what I mean? Let's get my guy on it.
Let's
get him on the
stage. I was waiting for the introduction.
Yeah, let's let the world, know who he be. You feel me?
What's going on? I'm Don Jones. This is my brother C-Bus right here.
Yeah.
My other brother from another mother, Beast.
Yeah, let's get it.
Got my bro over there, Reem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, we locked in.
Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
My family right here.
I wanted to get my little brother on a platform because my little brother, man, he I like what he doing, and he a real inspiration. You know what I mean, to me, as well as the other people that especially that know his story.
Mm.
And when I invited him to come on, he kind of like downplayed his story, but he got a story. You know what I mean, and his story is so similar to the young black man in the inner city or the outer city, because he grew up in the suburbs. You know what I mean? So, but it's still the same thing. It's still the same mindset. You know what I mean? When you chasing that buck, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I wanted to bring him on the platform to talk about where he been in terms of where he coming from, and to talk about where he at now in his life. And I think where he at now in his life is a good space. You know what I mean? Whereas though, we no longer gotta worry, you know what I'm saying, about, what he got going on.
Yeah.
So shout out to you. I
appreciate
appreciate you.
that, bro.
I appreciate you coming on the platform. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No doubt.
It's crazy because I remember you was like you was probably like 16, 17, and you was coming to see me in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? You had to see me in that space. You know what I'm saying? But then, as when I got out, you know what I mean, the tables was turned. You know what I'm saying? And then you went to prison. You know what I mean? And then for me as an older brother, that was like kind of like my wisdom now. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like you piggybacked off.
Yeah. Therapy, bro. Let it out, bro.
Yeah,
It's all good.
It's nothing's your fault, bro.
Therapy.
It's just, that's life.
Therapy.
That's how it go.
Therapy.
You know what I mean? It was
therapy.
it was crazy when I got through that whole situation, and my brother posted a picture side by side of me visiting him when he was in prison when I was younger, and then him visiting me in prison when I was older.
Right.
That was like
right.
that was like a deep picture right there. It really set me back a little bit. I was like, damn, like, I had to go through that road to get to where I am now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's paint the picture for the audience then. My question to you is like, from a young adolescent, how life was for you. Like, I'm talking like before teenager years, like when you was like, what I mean, maybe up under mom care, what I'm saying, going into your teenage years, and what made you get, into what led you up into prison.
Well, growing up, like I said, my brother was the one I look up to. It's my big bro. My pops wasn't around. So, he was doing whatever he was doing. And, so I kind of looked up to everything bro was doing. You know what I'm saying? He might not have known it at the time because he was young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know how much of influence you have on people. When they sitting here watching you and they this big, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sitting there, my eyes wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quiet, but I'm watching.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? So, I done.
You was watching so much, you gave me up one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? But you gave me up.
told
You was
on
like
it.
6.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
told on me. Like, yeah, my brother had these little white
Yeah,
things.
he got
and
that,
And he was giving it to these people. And my mom was like, huh? And they gave him money back.
I definitely remember that. Yeah. I didn't know what was going on, but at the same time, I was there.
Right.
Right, for sure.
So growing up, I always thought, that was the way to go. And, where that lead. You end up going to jail or getting hurt or something.
Yeah.
And I ended up going to jail at the age of 18.
That was the first time you got arrested?
First time I got arrested was just turned 18.
Yeah. In college.
Yeah, in college.
Yeah,
they drop out.
They railroaded him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, they locked him up for a blunt this big, bro.
Yeah, and gave me felonies for it.
And gave him blunt, for the audience. They locked him up for a marijuana blunt this big. And
Gave me all kinds of charges.
They-
for that.
and
It
he
crazy.
was in a car with a young Caucasian, and she was 17, he was 18. They was like 6 months. How many months y'all was apart in age?
Something like that. Some
Like,
odd months. Yeah.
Yeah, they was months apart in
Yeah.
age. They gave him corrupting the morals of a
Corruption
minor.
of minors. Yeah.
That's
we was all
when
in
you-
the same grade.
They was all in the same. They was in the same grade.
yeah.
They gave him
So,
corrupting the morals of a minor. That's when you know they playing the prejudice role.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't get no clearer than what they done.
Oh, yeah.
They did to him.
What county
You know what
was
I'm
it,
saying?
bro?
Delaware.
County.
Weed was this big, bro.
Yeah.
Blunt. They was smoking a blunt together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Locked him
my
up for
brother.
that.
I think you had just got out at that time.
Yeah, I was home
believe
for a
so.
little
Yeah,
bit.
he just came home.
Probably
or-
a year or two.
Yeah. So I was fortunate enough that my brother was home because he'd been through it, and he was able to kind of advise me. Even though I ain't say I was listening, but he was giving me good advice, and
Yeah.
you end up being able to bail me out at a time. So we grew up that way. I thought that was the way to go. I ain't never was thinking. I always had a job, but I was never thinking like, a job was just a job, just to
Right.
have. You know what I'm saying? I always
Yeah.
was getting street money, so
Right.
I figured that was the easiest way to, live a successful life. But,
Yeah.
Anyway, what's crazy was when I came home, I seen how easy it was for you.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you had your little crew. Everybody loved you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was the weed man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that was crazy,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean? It was really was a no brainer.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It
Like
was
I knew everybody. It was,
Right. They kind of put you in that position, like,
Yeah.
be the weed man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and be the weed man.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
I kind
How
of
that
became
looked
that.
there for you? How that looked like for you?
While you in it, is everything's beautiful. The girls, the money, the clothes. Everything you.
Yeah, it's the mirage. Mhm.
Right, it's a mirage, exactly. While you in it, you can't see nothing. Your shit don't stink or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to purchase everything I needed at that time, and I didn't need to depend on anybody. I was able to move where I wanted to move, live where I wanted to live.
Mm.
So to me, I thought I was doing well, and I didn't have the vision to see that at a moment that stuff really wasn't mine,
Yeah.
because they could come back and take that.
That's-
One second, one day,
Mhm.
one day you up here, the next day you down here.
Yeah.
So I love the lifestyle, but looking back on it, everything I thought was kind of dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I thought, I always thought I was smart, but looking back on it,
Dumb shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's young dumb thoughts.
Right. We all done been through it in this.
Yeah.
So the first time you got arrested was 18.
18.
That was your first and last time? Or?
No.
Oh,
No.
talk to
I've
me.
been locked up probably about
3 times.
17 times
Seriously?
with probation violations and all
Oh
that.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course.
But
Violations.
yeah, I got
What
on
that
new
was
cases. I probably had 4 new cases.
about? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So bro, when I was 18, I looked like a baby.
Right.
Like I was, I had a baby face in there with like grown men.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was just a different environment. It was nothing I was worried about, but
Oh, so you was incarcerated.
I was
You
incarcerated.
did time? Like time? How
No, I only did the first time. I only did a couple weeks.
Okay.
They let me out on house arrest, pretrial house arrest, and that was a game because
Yeah.
I ended up being on house arrest for a year, and none of that time was counted,
Right.
and they
Dang.
end up taking me back and forth to jail in that year.
Right.
So and then when I finally got sentenced, because I'd never been sentenced, and I finally got sentenced, they sentenced me to house arrest again.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
it was an ongoing game that I learned. In that time I was probably locked up like a good 10 to 15 times, just violating that house arrest.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
on the real. That's on the real. Hey, look. Tell the viewers though. Tell the viewers about how they lined you up. How Delaware County lined you up with that last case. No, not the last case that you went up top for.
Okay.
How they lined you up for that case when they knocked on your door and you thought they was there for me. You remember the case?
Oh,
They
yeah,
knocked
yeah,
on the
yeah,
door,
yeah.
and you was like, "My brother ain't here." They like, "No, we know you. We here for you."
No.
Yeah, you was up. They knocked on the undercovers. You remember the undercovers?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the
That's
other
your-
covers. Yeah. They came to the house. I'm outside on the balcony. You know, I'm out there with a girl. We out there smoking or whatever. And, you know, I got the sense somebody was following me previous to this. Because, you know, I'm weaving in the traffic. I see cars just sticking with me and stuff.
Right.
So finally one day I'm out sitting on my balcony with this girl smoking. I'm looking down. I see these two white guys pull up. Now, my neighbors is white, so I figure, you know, they coming there for them.
Right.
They got baby seat in the back. They get out, going to what's the name? The trunk. They putting on vests and shit. So I'm just sitting there looking, smoking. You know, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, they look like vests, but I'm not thinking nothing of it.
Right.
You know, I'm thinking I'm in the clear. So they come knock on the door. What they say? So they come up to my door, and I'm looking down, like, can I help y'all? They like, yeah, we looking for Mr. Jones. And I was like, no, he ain't here. They like, they like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Donald. I'm thinking it's for my brother. They here, they like, I'm like, who are y'all? They like, narcotics task investigation. Open the door, we gonna kick it down. So then they start acting like how they act.
Right.
Cops and all that. And I'm like, at that time, I haven't broken the law in probably like 6 months. I had quit, bro.
Right,
I had
right.
quit. So I thought I was good. I'm thinking, you know, it got to be for bruh or somebody. Like,
right.
So I end up going downstairs, opening the door. You know, I don't believe they got a warrant for my arrest because
You're in denial.
Right. I ain't breaking the law or whatever.
Mm.
They ain't show me nothing. They ain't nothing. So they try. I came down. They put me in handcuffs. They took me back upstairs to my house.
Yeah, tell them that part. Don't forget that part.
Threw me over my own couch, handcuffed. Threw me. My whole couch flipped over and everything. And they was like, what'd they say? They was like, we know what you've been doing. We got all the info from your man, Steve Babiak. They said his name and everything. Boy, he gave you right up. It's over. All you gotta do is tell us who you get it from, and we could work this out.
Mm.
But you know,
Yeah.
of course, my brother C-Bus. I'm not going for that. You already know that.
For sure.
All right.
So I said we just gotta go, and that was that.
Yeah.
And, you
They
know.
gave it to him like, damn, you see how like they gave it to him with the
Your man too.
Yeah. They
like,
told
we
right
rip
on
this-
him.
We could rip this warrant up.
Said, yeah,
They told him they could rip this warrant right up
Yeah.
if you line somebody up.
Yeah.
Sound
You
like
know
the
what I mean?
movies.
Yeah.
Sound like a movie we seen already.
So by was you on house arrest at the time?
No,
Nah,
I wasn't on
yeah.
house. I wasn't
Then
on
you had
nothing.
to, that's when you had to get bailed out.
Look,
that jump.
I cleaned my life up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that was for me, that was the last. I wasn't going to plan on doing nothing else. But then, you know, that situation kind of brought me back into the game.
Right.
You know, I was like, damn, I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't.
Right.
You know, so I might as well just do it. So I went to jail for, you know, whatever, 4 months or something like that.
Yeah.
I ended up getting out. You know what I mean? Luckily I had some RAPOs or whatever. You know what I mean? They wasn't really trying to get me, except that one PO.
Yeah.
She tried to jam me up for underage drinking, which was crazy.
Yeah, they gonna do their job no matter how you look at it. You know,
Yeah.
when you in that seat, that hot seat, everything don't look like it's, you know, how they look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They looking to secure their names, because if she see you as an underage drinker, anything can happen from that situation. Not saying that you wasn't or you was, right? But I'm
Right.
just saying at the end of the day, you know, when you dealing with POs, you gotta be like straight line, bull. If they don't see you that way, you gotta go through the ringer until they finally see it that way. I remember when I was on parole, and I done had all types of parole agents, and they all were different. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my last parole agent was Agent Mondraws. That was his name. He was straight up and down with me. Look, I seen your record. You ain't been in trouble in, you know, a few years. Just, you know, he ain't even want to urine. He said, look, we good as long as you don't get arrested.
Right.
And I was like, all right, bet.
Mm-hmm.
But the person I had previous to him was a female. that I had to pee every time I went. You know what I'm saying? Like she had to come to the house. Like she was just extra.
Right.
But I understood, like, as long as I'm in this predicament, I got to deal with these people.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a learning curve for me. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact.
yeah, it's definitely a learning curve.
For me, when it come to my little bruh, because, at one time he all I had. You know what I mean? My mom, when she had him, I was 7, and she had to work at night. So she showed me everything to do in terms of how to take care of him. So I was 7 years old taking care of infant. While my mom had to be to work at 3 o'clock. She had to be to work at 4 o'clock, but she left at 3. She worked downtown cleaning offices. And I would watch him until about 12 at night. You know what I'm saying? She got off at 11, but get home around like 12. So she showed me everything to do. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to nurture him. You know what I mean? For like the first 5 years of his life. So the bond that we got, you know what I'm saying, is different. You know what I mean? It's like, you know how like some people grow up with they siblings and they still got their mom and dad in the house taking care of the kid. Well, it was kind of different for me and him because I had to be the one to nurture him. You know what I mean?
He trying to say like he was like my pop.
I'm
gonna say it since he gonna dance around it.
I can't be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was in that space where
that role,
playing that role, like just had to nurture my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My mom taught me at an early age, so the connection was, you know what I'm saying, was different. So no matter how many times I left home and came back, we still was connected. You know what I'm saying? And I was when I left home, I was 12. So which made him about what? You probably five years old. Yeah, 5 years old when I left. You know what I mean? But I would still reach back and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the connection was different because that 5 years was a long 5 years. You know what I'm saying? At least I thought it was. You know what I mean? But now that you're older, time go by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But those was the most important years, though.
Ain't no doubt.
For sure. For sure. And it's crazy because one time I went to court with him and he had to turn himself in. And I was no matter how much I've been through in life, you know what I mean, to watch my little brother turn himself in to them people, knowing I just came home from that. And they took him in the back, handcuffed him, took him in the back, and knowing he had to go upstate for 4 years, that shit like floored me. You know what I'm saying? Like to watch him have to turn himself in to go do 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of floored me.
Yeah.
So now I understand like when we be hard on mom, like she don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's heavy.
It's therapeutic. Bro.
No, she went through a lot, and especially with raising 2 boys.
She don't want to see them white folks taking her kid away.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
But sometimes we be thinking like, damn, we ain't got the support.
Right. That's how I feel in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna break the ice, and tell you guys like this. Mom on my side was worked 3 jobs. I mean, been there from the time I was born until now. But overnight, she had an overnight job. And I had 2 older sisters. One, my older sister, Adrena, used to always make sure we was good, far as in like in the house, you know what I mean? Making sure we, got in the tub, got ready for school the next day. Then I had my other older sister, Hashina, who used to cook pretty much the same thing. She used to cook baked beans and hot dogs, bro, every night. But that's all she knew how to really. Now she thinks she a cookaholic. It's a different story. But bro,
she was putting it down with them baked beans.
In my mind, I clearly understood. You know why? Because we wanted shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the mom was trying to provide those things for us, right? And we talking in the early 82, 83. You know what life was like? The poverty of life back then. If you was even making some real money, like if we talking 10 grand right now in 83, you was rich. Like that type of money. Like nobody wasn't making no real money back then. Mm-hmm. You had to really work your tail off to be able to provide for your family. And my dad was in the streets. You know what I mean? He would come through once in a blue moon. You know, he was really a Rolling Stone. So like I commend my mom to the fullest, even though it was a lot of absences, like voided space that allowed me to be able to get into the things I got into later on in my life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just how life was.
Sacrifice.
Like there's so many people that's probably viewing this, that's gonna view this episode, and gonna be like, man, I went through this. I had to take care of my sister and my brother, or vice versa. Damn, my older sister had to make sure we was cool while mom was working long hours, or even if she wasn't working overnight, she had to get some rest. To get up, to be able to get up in the morning and do this shit all over again, bro.
And do it again, man.
You know.
I remember mom was like, I remember you was like, damn, bro, come on down. So I came down. I was sleeping on the couch. Mom was like, man, get off my couch and go down there in that basement. I got down in the basement. The bed was a king in the basement.
Yeah,
it was a king size bed in the basement. I said, oh shit, this better than the couch.
Ain't no doubt.
Man, I started moving all my shit down in the basement. You know what I'm saying? I had the basement nice and tidy.
Ain't no doubt.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That y'all was, you know what I mean? I remember that. That was love.
I used to have all my little young bucks back in the day back down. You know.
I already know, bro.
The basement was everything.
The basement could talk.
Woo!
And you know our basement's got the cool air. You know what I mean? So you turn on the fan, blow around that cool air. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in the basement bagging up.
That's a fact. Yeah. You can hear everything. You can hear the footsteps from upstairs. Mom about to come downstairs. You gotta get it together.
Mom used to be like, son, you got $20, you got 10. Huh? Man, I'm rushing that money upstairs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Shit, man, she opened this house up to me. Man, you crazy. I'm rushing that up there.
So what life look like for you now, bro?
Well, you know, now I'm a personal trainer early in the morning. You know, I train Monday through Friday. And you know, that's probably from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. And I also have a tree service. That I do, you know, that's kind of been taken over. You know, it's called Jones Tree Services.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's getting, you know, it's taking over. I used to do the training full time, but now that's you know, that's a small part of my life now.
Okay.
So, but you know, tree service been rolling, you know, and you know, I want to commend my brother. Him and another gentleman helped me start the business. Really,
that's lit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
You know,
that's all that.
Asked my brother for some help, and he came through like he always does.
Yeah, that's
you know
lit.
Yeah, that's lit. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
my man Reem over here came through with some great advice.
Yeah, that's lit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, bro point me in the right direction anytime he can. So, you know, and right now, you know, we just rolling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, with that being said, let's back it up a little bit.
Okay.
So your personal trainer, you want to give up the location, gym, maybe wherever you do your personal training at, and then you might want to give up the information for the tree service.
Okay. My gym is called Dan's Ironworks, and it's in Havertown.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, we do everything by appointments. You know, give us a call. And my tree service is Jones Tree Services. You know, we do tree and landscaping. You know, now I got a few guys with me and everything. So
you do snow removal?
We do snow removal.
Oh yeah, that's
tree
lit.
Landscaping, leaf cleanup. You know, anything involving nature. We'll come and design something for you, a patio, anything.
Yeah.
So
let me like bro said, let's back it up a little bit.
Okay.
Cause your story is so dope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want people to get lost, right?
Okay.
So like when did you start getting into fitness? Because I don't want people to think you went up top and
oh yeah, that's not how a lot of people start fitness when they go
to jail.
Go to jail. Yeah, my journey started before that. Probably when I was about 25. I remember the exact date because I set goals for myself. I was 25 years old in 6 months, and one day I'm walking past my mirror in my bedroom. And I just caught the look out the corner of my eye, and I looked in the mirror, and I was real chubby. And I looked in the mirror, and I looked at myself, and I said, damn, that's not me, is it? Like, you have one of those epiphany moments. I was like, damn, that's what I look like. And something just hit me like, oh no, you gotta get this together. Like, you know, I had a bunch of bad habits, drinking, smoking weed. You know, I used to smoke cigars. I used to eat fast food all the time, and you know, all the vices you could have, partying all the time, girls, and you know how that go. Once you get comfortable, you get comfortable.
Yeah, for the month.
Man. So I went to I said, after that moment, you know, and I was breathing heavy. I'd be around people, they'd be like, why you breathing so heavy? I couldn't even hear myself. Talking about you know. So I went, I said, all right, in about 6 months, the day I turn 26, I'm gonna get my life together. And I'm gonna change all my vices. And I just made that promise to myself. So as you know, when you make a promise to yourself, you can lie to other people, you can't lie to yourself.
That's a fact.
You know, you look yourself in the mirror, you make yourself a promise, you gotta keep it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a man of your word at all times. So I told myself, I said at the age of 26, that's the day I'm stopping everything. So I just, as soon as I turned 26, you know, I found my workout partner, my cousin, Reese, you know, and from then there.
Freaking frack.
Yeah, freaking, you know, he been with me since we 3 weeks apart. He been with me since day one.
And it's crazy because I remember Reese when he was a baby, on his dad's side. His
Yeah,
cousin on
that's
his dad's side,
Yeah, so, you know, we're 39 now, and, you know, we've been rocking ever since. And, you know, he had the tree service, a big valuable part to that. Yeah. And, we sold drugs together. We did, you know, everything. No matter what it is, we did it together. You know what I mean? Illegal, legal, all of it. Yeah. So
y'all story dope, man.
Yeah. So where was I?
39. Yeah. You said you turned 39.
Yeah. I turned 39. So, you know, when I was 26, I made the decision to stop all my vices. So me and Reese, we started running, and probably
I remember that.
We started running.
Yeah.
I was just like, listen, he was already kind of athletic built, you know, already in shape, kind of, you know, just naturally. So I said, man, listen, I need somebody to help me to get in shape. I need some motivation, because, you know, it's hard to do it by yourself. You know, you always need somebody to reach out to you. So we started running almost every day for like 4 months, bro. After that, we started going to the gym every day, you know. After that, I probably lost, 50-something pounds fast.
Y'all was riding the bikes for a while?
We was riding the bikes from Chester to Germantown and back. You know, we was running to Germantown. You know, we was really putting in a lot of workout hours, and I ended up losing all that weight. And overall, I ended up losing 62 pounds.
That's what's up, bro.
You know what I mean? And fitness been in my life ever since.
That's lit.
You know, and that was before I got incarcerated. I went to jail at the age of 28. So this was at the age of 26. Yeah. So when I went to jail, I was already in shape. You know what I'm saying? I was already working out. So it wasn't anything new. Yeah. That just was an excuse to do it better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. That downtime is, you know, it's bad, but it's good, because it gives you the time to reflect on your life and what you've been doing this whole time. And, you know, y'all know from running the streets, you get tired. Yeah, you be tired. Like, you don't know, it's an all day mental game. You know, you got to be smarter than the next man you dealing with every day, all day.
Dang.
Somebody always out there trying to outsmart you. You know, you got to be the smartest one, you know, in whatever transaction you doing. And you always got to protect yourself. And then you always got to be looking over your shoulder. That's another
It's
thing.
crazy how that you mentioned that. It made me think about when they called you out the house. When them people called you out the house that night to get something from you.
Oh, yeah. And I got robbed. Yep. Yeah. And knowing I broke, you know, I had a set of rules when I was in the game. You know, you always got your rules, do's and don'ts. I broke my own rule. Yeah. And I ended up getting robbed.
Tell them about what was your rule?
My rule is, you know, after a certain time, you don't go out.
Shut it down.
You shut it down after a certain time. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. Somebody called me. They writing. Meanwhile, Chester, I shouldn't even be in Chester at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I thought it was just gonna be some quick money. Go get the quick money. Come back.
Your greed got you outside.
Greed got me outside, and you know, the whole time, I felt like something was up. You know, it just, you know, I shouldn't have been out there. Right. And I ended up going to meet this girl out there. Of course, it's a girl. Set you up. Yeah. So she
it's always a girl involved.
So it's a girl involved. She set me up. She got in the car, and next thing I know, this dude which obviously was her brother, because damn near as soon as I saw his face, I was like, that's her brother.
He
He
looked
looked
just like him.
damn near exact identical twins.
Right.
So he pulled up on me with the long nose. Well, this big, stuck it in my window. And, he ain't say nothing, which is, that's worrying too. Somebody just points something at you, don't say nothing. Say something. I know what you're here for, but announce it or something. So he stuck that long nose in the window. Next thing I know, we was in a scuffle. I'm in the car. She was over here. Now my attention is over here. I'm like this with the gun. We fighting over the gun. So while I'm fighting over the gun with the one hand, I reached in the back seat, grabbed the weed, and just threw that shit in the middle of the street, hoping he'd just, run off or whatever. So finally, this left hand got a strong grip. I'm telling you, I would not let go of that. I had that joint under control. So he finally got that joint away. After I threw the joint, he ended up running, grabbing it, and going to get it. And I was hot. Yeah. I was mad at her, him, myself.
For sure.
Kicking myself in the face. What am I doing out here?
Yeah, thank God you're here.
Yeah,
thank God I'm here.
When
right.
he told me the story, that was the first, because I wouldn't have knew where to start at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That was the first thing I thought about. Mm-hmm. Damn, they could have left him. I would have never knew nothing. They would have
left you out that train.
Yeah, I would have never knew nothing.
Yeah, but that's the consequences.
Consequences to this shit
out there in them streets.
Yeah, that's what we had.
There's
to talk
a lot
about.
of people ain't make it back from them situations.
We had to talk about the consequences, and we had to talk about how we overcame them too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So it's definitely been a rocky road, and everything is about what you tell yourself. I told myself that I'm kind of done with this life. You know what I mean? I was kind of done with it before I stopped. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mentally, I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like this ain't for me no more. This is a young man's game.
Right.
Let me step to the side.
Dang, young man's game.
So once I, the last time I got locked up was the last time. I already knew before they sentenced me, before they put the cuffs on. I was like, oh, I'm done with this shit. That's over. Like, I don't even need to go to jail. You ain't gotta do nothing. I go home.
And the crazy part about it is, I like it's crazy because I know a story too for Nell, because you know what I mean, the love I got for him and the attentiveness that I pay attention towards him, right? And it's crazy because he had called me one time. He had got locked up when you got locked up for the weed, and then he locked you up for the weed. You had to bail yourself out. You actually bailed yourself out for the weed, and then they lock you up again 3 days later.
Yeah, no, it was like 3 weeks later.
Oh, 3 weeks later. Yeah,
got locked up right again. I'm like, oh, they following me. Like they.
And you know what I said, yo, it's somebody you're around.
Yeah.
Then they locked him up for the weed and the pills this time. And then they get him down Delaware County talking about, each pill carry a year.
Yeah, something crazy.
They said it was the 90 30s. You about to get 90 years. And
Well, shout out to the cop for stealing half the pills. Because it could have been a lot worse.
He probably was on him.
He probably was on him.
Yeah, I think he took him to go line somebody else they probably wanted to get.
Once I saw that paperwork, I was like,
they line up people that they can't never get. They can't never catch red-handed.
Yeah.
So, they probably took half them. So the next time they stop, whoever that person is,
they could just throw it on them.
Yeah, they got paraphernalia to put on them. That's just the game. Like when you're running around in them streets and they feel like they can't get their hands on you, there's a lot of people who got, illegal evidence on them from the police.
Yeah.
Paraphernalia and definitely, that for sure. Some type of narcotic, for sure.
Oh, yeah. They used to, I used to tell bro, they used to just follow me and pull me over, and I'd be in Wawa in line. They pulled me over in Wawa. Talking about, let me see, you know who I am. You done pull me over every time you see me.
I've been through that in my neighborhood with the undercovers. I've been through that.
Yeah.
Once they knew who I was.
No, they used to always fuck with you.
Yeah,
bro.
it was done. I was done.
Bro,
I was cooked.
How about that? Look how life worked. The bull Reed. Remember, he used to come sit next to you. Nice watch. He used to. He really was on. I mean, I don't like talking like this. He was really on your shit.
He was like, you on. But the first time I met him, he was like, you on major crime unit. You on major crime unit desk. He like, I'm a cop that's assigned to just you.
Damn.
I'm like, Damn, that's special. What's going on?
Yeah,
It sound like a TV story.
Everybody
your own
uptown know the boy
Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
He
was
no
on
longer
my top.
officer, but everybody know him.
Damn.
He got booked. He wound up getting booked for
Oh,
something.
yeah? That's what's up. Good for
He
him.
said
Good,
that's
right,
what's
for
up.
sure.
Because he was harassing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, he was terrorizing
He was
everybody.
he was trying my hand.
No, but yeah. Remember he sat on the church steps with you, bro?
Yeah.
He pulled up and just sat down next to you.
You know what's so crazy? I was smoking weed at the time.
Yeah.
I plucked the little, man, I ain't worrying about that weed. You got a gun on you? Hey, you got to find that out. I ain't going to just tell you if I'm dirty or not. But yeah, y'all, that's what that life like, bro. There's a lot of consequences in that shit.
It's crazy because remember when you got busy on him, he was like, oh man, they was like, we don't know which way he went. The cops was like, we don't know. I'm listening to everything on the yacht stand. He like, we don't know which way he went. They like, and he flashed. They like, we ain't got no flash on this bull. Boy, Reed pulled up like,
Reed
I
said,
know who
I know
that
exactly
is.
who
I
that
know
is.
exactly who that is.
Gave me
I'm
right.
gonna take you right to his
Just
crib. And of course, now all of a sudden the cops know what you look like.
Right,
Once
that
Reed-
was that
Once
consequence.
Reed said,
Yeah,
he
right.
knew who car it
Car
was.
was. Now
Anybody
they
could
knew
have been in that
me.
car.
Right.
I could have been driving.
Now they knew me.
Now they knew you.
Yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
corrupt, the stuff that go on with that life, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it, man.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it ain't
It's
worth
not. It's better when they can't take it from you. You know what I mean?
Right. But even on the legal side, it's still thin ice. You know, they looking to break you down legally as well.
I got to back that up, bro.
me.
You call me, hey, bro. Bro, I'm like, bro, where you at? He like, I got to run around the corner. I'm like, bro, I'm coming. I'm like, bro, so I'm out front waiting on you. I'm like, bro, where you at? He like, I'm around the corner. This boy around the corner was all the way down Erie Ave. So I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm out here waiting on you. Like, all right. I'm like, bro, you like, yo. I'm like, what's going on? What's up? You got quiet. You like, I'm getting chased,
It's
bro.
about to get focused.
Like I'm getting chased, bro. like I'm talking about like so calm. You know what I mean? Because I hear something. Like you say, what? What'd you say? And I guess you was talking to the cops at the time. And then you was like, oh, you was like, damn, I'm getting chased, bro. I'm like, oh shit, I called my man. Yo, wait, let me get that young shit. He happened to be driving by. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to that motherfucking chase on the joint. I'm like, oh shit.
Definitely.
Bro got low on him though. Bro, you got busy on it. You got busy a couple times.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. If they got me, they earned it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I ain't gonna lie,
They
bro.
earned it, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I never played freeze tag with them. Just freeze.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a few times I had to come get you from under the car, bro. I'm talking about all over Philly.
Yeah, facts.
And you know that speaks to your relationship. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bro. No, I'm
you
coming.
know, anytime you know who could call to come get you under a car.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you know
I'm
what
coming.
Rip.
Yeah. Like,
Like,
Ain't
hey,
no
yo, I
question
remember
about
that time
that
you was
shit.
out West Philly.
Yeah.
Nigga talking about some, man, I ran through this person's house, that person's house. I knocked through the door. Boy, they was like, yo, who you? You ready? I'm right back door. Bro, you started from Lancaster Avenue all the way to Market Street.
That's a fact.
I can't hear you talking about, bro, I'm down by my 40th from Market.
Blending.
Get here.
Blending. Get here. How quick can you get here?
Right.
I can't move.
Hey, bro, I was all the way up the Northeast.
Man, you got that fast.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate you.
Ain't no doubt. You know what I mean? That's why I did it. You know what I'm saying? I got down there.
Damn, little
that's
bro.
dope.
You done made it to the podcast.
hey man, I see what y'all doing, and you know, let's back it up to the very beginning when y'all started, right? And y'all was saying, you know, y'all got something to say. Both of y'all always been people who the community listened to. Always.
Right.
Like always. I've seen it, you know what I mean? Like everybody knows it. So when y'all get together and y'all start this podcast, it's no choice but for this to be successful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
ain't no
Because y'all got
doubt.
a lot to say.
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
And it's valuable, you know what I
Ain't no
mean?
doubt,
People,
for sure.
you know, and people, you know, just growing up, people saw your story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know what y'all been through.
That's a
So they
fact.
definitely gonna tap in.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that been tapping. We been getting some great feedback. Ain't no doubt. We
Yeah.
appreciate
for
everybody
sure.
that been tapping.
I feel like y'all the perfect combination to do this.
Let's get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, one leg at a time, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? One episode at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate the platform. You know what I'm saying? This joint definitely therapeutic. You know, a lot of times we, especially as men, You know what I mean? We keep a lot of things built up.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think us men, I think we all got like a breaking point from a therapeutic side. You know what I mean? It's just all about what we choose to talk about. You know what I mean? Like I might talk about my relationship with my brother and choke up, but that may not make nobody else choke up. But they may talk about a relationship with their grandma, or a relationship with they dad, or relationship with their BM. Like you just gotta, or a relationship with their kids. You know what I'm saying? Some people been through stuff with their kids, wasn't able to protect their kids from certain things. If you just, it's all about, you know what I mean, touching that topic and to for a person to have that therapeutic moment, you know what I mean, to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because we as us men, we like they say, we suffer in silence, we deal with shit in silence. We just be like, we just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? All right, that happened. All right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. Try to, you know what I mean, put that shit to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So this platform for me is very therapeutic. You know what I mean? Especially the fact that I'm in my space. I'm in that space now in my life where I ain't trying to hurt nobody. You know what I mean? That shit easy to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in that space no more. I'm trying to, only time, if my hand is, if my hand is pushed, it's called for it. But other than that, I'm just in a space where I'm just trying to, free myself up. You know what I'm saying? Of a lot of shit, get a lot of shit off my chest. And take care of these kids, man. And because a lot of times, a lot of stuff that we deal with internally, that shit, whether we realize it or not, that shit trickle down to our children. You know what I mean? That shit, like a lot of stuff we deal with, we take it out on our kids, man. And in so many different ways. And you know what I mean? Some people mask it with shopping. Some people mask it with overcompensating. You know what I mean? Some people mask it with ignoring behaviors that they should be checking their kids on. You know what I'm saying? But they feel like that they wasn't that type of parent to even check their kids, so they'll let their kid do what they want. When in actuality, no, you gotta check your kids, man. You gotta check a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like like that behavior, those behaviors you see, is gonna hurt them in the long run. So you gotta address that shit now. You know what I mean? So the moral, just basically what I'm getting at, it's just us as men, man. This platform is cool, therapeutic for me. You know what I mean? Save me some money having to sit down on the couch with the the real therapist. You know what I mean? And why not drop a couple tears, get a little emotional around my people. You know what I mean? My people that I know generally fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of fluff out there. You know what I mean? People fuck with you for different reasons. You know what I mean? Rather they scared, rather they, they want something from you. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You definitely could be a trump card.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I was a trump card from an individual and didn't even realize it. But now that I'm older, I see the wisdom behind. I mean, motherfucker just wanted me around just for my figure. You know what I mean? My being able to, my muscle. You know what I'm saying? Being able to say, you know what I mean? Just for me to take the bullet first. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got this, I remember a Joker was going through some shit. You ever see them jokers that go through some shit out in the streets? Now they starting to hang around you. And it's like, you really pimping me.
Yeah. Like
you get, like, fuck you hanging there? But they coming, they bringing the weed down. Yeah, smoke. But really they hiding from so-and-so and them. And if so-and-so them, I remember, I ain't gonna never lie, bro. Jim, right? Jim, good mother. Our man Jim. The young boy was like, the boy, a sucker, you know what I mean, told him this. Say, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, Jim. A sucker told Jim. I think Jim would have won anyway. I ain't gonna lie. And Jim wasn't a fighter. He was a lover. You know what I mean? I think
super lover.
I think Jim would have won that fight though. But the boy told Jim Wall Street, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up, Wall Street. Wall Street said, I'm gonna go get Beast. And the boy stood there and looked at him. He said, and Jim said, checkmate. Boy ain't say nothing. He ain't say go get him. He ain't say, fuck him. He ain't say nothing. He just was like, damn, that nigga really just used that as a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Super
but
Trump
that's how people do though. People you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what I mean? I got something for you, you know what I'm saying?
They hang on to your status.
Right. But Jim was, and I ain't gonna lie though, Jim Wall Street was cool. He was, you know what I mean? That they was that tight that he could do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So fuck, you know what I mean? Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get my man fuck you up. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, man.
What we doing, bro?
We rolling, man. We rolling, man. Glad bruh came through, you know what I'm saying? Shared, you know what I mean, his ups and downs, his pitfalls, you know, him being locked up several times and not using that as an excuse.
Right.
And he's definitely engaged, bro. You know what I mean? Got with the fitness appointment only, and you know, with the tree service and you know, and a snow removal service.
That's
you know, that's dope, man. And he's hiring. You know what I'm saying? Real workers only though. Like don't nobody want no bad habits. You know what I mean? We don't care that you gotta take your daughter to school, your son to the doctors, so you gotta miss a day and you gotta do all you gotta miss a week and all that. No, he ain't, you know what I mean? He's hiring real people that wanna work.
You gotta want to work, you know.
Yeah, and cause he's paying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta wanna put the work in. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you know what I mean, you didn't let your setbacks define you. I mean, well, they definitely did define you, but in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm glad you didn't allow it to beat you up and make you lay down.
Well, one part of that is I want to say that, you know, I think I told you this before. A big part of that was, you know, before me and my brother, you know, when I got locked up and stuff and I kept catching felony after felony, you know, my brother be like, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try that? And what I used to be like, bro, I can't do that. I got felonies. I can't do this. I can't do that. My brother said to me one day, this changed my life. There's one line he said, bro, why you letting people tell you what you can't do? Just because you got felonies don't mean nothing. Like if you don't never try, you can't never do it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's heavy.
And that I just got quiet. Like I was like, damn, that makes a lot of sense.
Right. This is the second time he shared that story with me. I don't remember it, but this is the second time he shared that with me,
that was, you know, if for my life, that changed my life. That changed my whole outlook on everything. I sat back and I said, why am I making excuses? Why am I letting these people tell me what I can't do? You know, you got a felt, you can't do this, you can't do that. Who are they? How you know I can't do it? Why am I not even trying? I can do it because I'm not even trying.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that just changed my outlook on everything from that moment on.
Right.
I don't care how many no's I get. I just need the one yes.
Right.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean? You tell me no all day.
Right.
Just tell me yes once.
Yeah.
We in the building.
We in the fucking building, you hear me?
Yeah, so,
for sure.
You know, once you adapt to a mindset like that, can't nobody stop you.
No, exactly.
Right.
Only stopping yourself anyway.
Yep.
That's dope, man.
And shout out to all them tough mutters you be doing, bro.
Oh yeah. We do the Spartans and the Tough Mutters, and you know I got my little gym crew.
Yeah, that's dope.
Do it like once a year. You know what I mean? That just keeps everybody connected. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like bonding over some struggle.
Activities.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we definitely have a good time doing that.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you coming
appreciate
through.
y'all having me
down
on.
with us. You know what I mean?
Oh man, welcome to the table of
You know
consequence.
what I mean? You part of alumni now. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying?
Well, I hope y'all bring me back.
Yeah, for sure.